Right, good evening, people. I'm back again. It's the JR Guna. I'm joined here by Maddox Jr. with the fresh trim. Jeez, talk to me. Talk to me. How you
Yeah,
been?
what's good, man?
You good?
Not bad, man. You?
Yeah, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Obviously, we're speaking off on the back of a victory. There hasn't been too many occasions that I can actually say that, to be fair. But it was a positive result. Arsenal won 2-0, obviously, away from home. How did you feel about the result? I'll be honest with you. Did you even care?
Not that I cared and I didn't care. That makes sense. I didn't care because the league's done.
Yeah.
But I cared because a game like this is where we need to do well and get confidence for Thursday.
Yeah.
A team like us, we need confidence going into a game like this, like coming up.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, we saw what, on the back of confidence against Sheffield United, what it could do. But I don't know, like that. I mean, I was looking at the match, if I'm honest. Going into that match, I think out of the last 17 matches we had played against Newcastle, we had won 16. Or, Newcastle hadn't beat us, in 16 of those matches. So it was positive. I'm looking at the statistics for the match. I think we had 19 shots, five on target or something like that. We had 61% of the possession compared to 39. And Newcastle had 5 shots, 1 on target, and they're the home team.
Yeah.
So we look good. I'm kind of hesitant to say, I'm happy about the performance, but at the same time, it was a poor Newcastle team. I kind of feel like,
true. But at the same time, they played other games. They played against the bigger teams. They've done well.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, they played poor, but I think we played good. But it was weird because the lineup he put out was just, it's not a normal lineup. I can't lie. It's like a different kind of lineup.
For me, it was like a mix match of the type of lineup, so to speak. And I thought there was areas where he was resting players, obviously for the Villarreal match, but also I kind of feel he's trying things out, so to speak. So obviously he had David Luiz playing. He had Gabriel at the back as well. It was good to see those guys playing, to be fair.
It's true.
Unfortunately, David Luiz looks like he's injured. Probably it looks like his hamstring as well for the rest of the season. So he's not going to be in contention for the Villarreal match. But it was good to see Gabriel, though. I mean, I don't know how you feel if you're a Gabriel man or if you're a Pablo Mari man. I mean, they both play in exactly the same position. Like, who would you start for the match on Thursday?
I would say Gabriel, only because he's more like athletic. He's strong. He's quick.
Yeah.
When Mari's just more laid back, but he's more smart with his head.
Yeah.
Side of it.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely more of a thinker. You know what? I'm inclined to say Gabriel as well. The only thing I would say is, so Gabriel, I like it, like you said, with the pace. And in the first leg of that match, for whatever reason, they were like, it seemed like they had Usain Bolts all over the pitch, because they were like, I remember there was one time, Ceballos, for example, was getting run all over the pitch by that Juan Fourth, or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Used to play for Tottenham. That was worrying, to be quite honest, the way they kind of like picked holes through us and was just running through us.
100%.
And I was saying the other day, actually, it reminded me of what used to happen to Emery when Emery was our manager, when teams would just violate our defense and run straight through us. It's like he kind of understood what was happening them times and thought he would use it against us, so to speak.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. But yeah, going back to Gabriel, I kind of feel that sometimes I think he's naive, though. He's a good player, and I think I love the fact that we've got a player like him. But a man will drop in front of him, and I thought sometimes he'll just give away a stupid mistake, and he's not even meaning to. But he's just got to be careful, I kind of feel, and and that's why sometimes a thinker is better to have in that position. But against Newcastle, he looked good. He looked solid. He was playing the ball out from the back as well, which I liked.
Yeah, we need that.
Yeah, definitely. So I wouldn't be angry at Arteta if he did start him over Pablo Marie. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about. I mean, another player, you know, that everyone has been talking about is of course Martinelli. Finally getting a chance. You know, obviously this show, new show for us is called In the Comments. The comments right now have been talking about Martinelli not playing, and as Martin Keown put it, you know, he feels like Arteta doesn't like him. You know, there was a lot of comments talking about Martinelli's got to start next Thursday. I mean, his performance against Newcastle, how did you feel? He played.
I think he played well. Like every time you see him, he's always got the energy. So he's always closing down. He's always running. Always trying to. Everything he does is always positive. So he's always trying to take on the player, trying to do everything. The only thing I would say though, it showed that he's not match fit because some of the times the ball's getting past him, his first touch is a bit poor.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's positioning, but that comes with playing a run of games.
Yeah. And that's something, I mean, they were saying he's been back since I think it was the end of last year. He came back from the injury, you know, and the plan was Arteta was going to win him into the first squad. I kind of felt everyone was happy to see him back. But between January and March, there's a stats going that he played like 53 minutes. 53 minutes, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I think I've played more time for Arsenal, you know?
I think with him, yeah, I don't understand people are getting angry or upset, like, why is he not playing? Is there an issue? But I still think Arteta knows best that you can't really rush the process kind of thing.
Yeah. And that's one of the questions I was going to ask you. Is Arteta kind of getting it right with Martinelli? Because if we go back to like, this was the same issue that we had with Phil Foden, for example. When last season, Guardiola, for example, everyone was like, why not playing Phil Foden? He's going to leave. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to give him the opportunity. And now we're kind of seeing, to be fair, how good of a player Phil Foden is. He's been given his opportunity. He's taken the opportunity, and he's one of them players now where you'd say, you know, Foden's got to be playing. He's got to start. You know, and I think we also forget that, you know, Martinelli is 19.
He's still young.
He's very young, bro. He's very young. But I still feel though that he's still young. And you know what? Arteta alluded to a couple things actually, because he was asked about the Martinelli and how his performance, etc. And you know, the fact that he hasn't got much game time. And he said that, you know, he loves, his words were, I love Martinelli more than all of you or something.
Yeah.
That was interesting. But also he was asked about, you know, how he linked up with Xhaka and Aubameyang. He was positive. Arteta was positive of that. But he kind of said, I can't remember the exact words, but he was asked about KT and Martinelli. And he kind of alluded to the idea that combination is not really as strong. And that made me think that, do you know what? Is that one of the reasons he hasn't played where KT's been playing? He's been one of our players that you got to put on. Is that one of the reasons why he hasn't played Martinelli? Because he kind of feels that combination doesn't really work, so to speak.
It does and it don't. I've seen them both on the pitch and they've done well. Like when first came, KT was the one swinging in the crosses for Martinelli to score.
Yeah.
But it makes sense though, because if Martinelli's on the left wing, KT likes to overlap and attack constantly. Martinelli likes to do that at the same time, so they both can't be doing that.
Very true. So, yeah, that could be one of the reasons. It could be a tactical reason. Either way, I still feel that, you know, there's Arteta. Sometimes it takes long with his substitution. So we're seeing Martinelli in certain matches for the last 10 minutes. That really, for me, is not good enough. I think even the other day against Villarreal, he put him on when we had 10 men. Do you know what I'm saying? And said, go and do something. That's unfair. Do you know?
So he needs more time.
He definitely needs more time, you know? He's got... I still don't think that's the reason why... I think he had 6 starts this season. that's not a lot, to be quite honest. I think, you know, he's got to give Martinelli, like you said, match fitness, and it kind of showed in this match. He's got to be given the opportunity to start from the beginning. I think the guy deserves it. Do you know what I'm saying? And I like the way, I mean, he got the assist for Aubameyang today. I mean,
brilliant assist.
Against Newcastle.
Brilliant assist.
Exactly. It's lethal, you know? So I do feel that give him the opportunity, let him grow into it. He will be a dangerous player for us. You know, when I see him, I don't know if it's the new Ronaldo or the old Ronaldo, but the way he runs, like he kind of runs like them. I'm not saying he's them, but he's like
he does.
It's like he's kind of mimicked his game on. I'm a bit of both of them. I kind of feel, you know.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think even he was saying a few months ago he wants to play, I think, a winger, yeah. But then Arteta sees him more as like a number 9. He wants him to be like a number 9. But
yeah, well, in the last 15 minutes of yesterday, to be fair, he got his when Aubameyang came off, he got his opportunity to be that number 9, you know, and he looked decent. So, and I think long term, to be fair, I think I can see him being a number 9. I think I can see him playing up front, you know. I think he's got the credentials. He can definitely go into it. He just needs time to kind of get that opportunity, to be fair, you know. Yeah. I mean, we also saw El Nino, Mr. El Neni, get another banger. Another banger, Mr. El Nino, that's his name now. You know, with another good goal. That's his first goal, surprise actually, in the Premiership.
Premier League, yeah.
Yeah, so it is a good one, definitely. Would you keep him? Would you keep him next season, or would you get rid of him?
With him, I'm like hit and miss. I'll keep him, but sometimes when I see him play, he's just too safe, or he's always negative. He's always passing back or to the side, where it's never forward. Yeah.
But
he doesn't do nothing wrong for me. He can't do nothing wrong. He does well. Every time he gives 110%, so I can give him that.
Yeah, so you think he's a bit of a side man, no pun intended.
Yeah, man. It's like now he's scoring goals, but even before that, it's just he'll get the ball and he'll just pass it back or pass it sideways. It's never forward, so we're just passing around the ball with no like no urgency, nothing. It's just it's too relaxed kind of thing.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah, you know what? It's one of them ones. Yeah, I respect what he does because I always do feel he gives 110%, like you said. But then I feel that there is better than him. So if he went, then you know I wish him well. You know, but I don't mind if we actually lost him. But to be fair, he is someone who I want to see in the last 10 minutes of a match or 15 minutes when we need
to close it out and stuff.
You know, he'll do the dirty work. You know, he'll run the ball down, etc. So. Yeah, play it to the sides where he needed to. So yeah, I don't mind if he stays. I don't mind if he goes. We'll see. I mean, I want to touch upon. I know it's not our team, to be fair. But the Glaziers in the Man United situation. Everyone running onto the pitch. Yesterday before the Liverpool Man United match, it didn't even take place in the end. I mean, what's your thoughts? Obviously, we had the protest. Which I was part of the other day. Yeah. How do you feel about fans running onto the pitch? Do you think that's going too far? Or
I think it's going to feel like this. You're always welcome to have an opinion and make sure that the people in the club hear your voice. But there's ways of going about it, and then stuff like that is just ruin it for all the other fans that support Man United and everyone else.
Yeah. I hear you, man. I'm torn on this one, if I'm honest with you, because I kind of feel that, yes, I agree, it is wrong to kind of run onto the pitch. Firstly, how did they get in? I don't even know how they got in.
Yeah, I think it was set up, man.
Yeah, I think it's inside in security, in it.
Yeah, have to.
Yeah. I kind of feel there's no way you can just walk into Old Trafford just like that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Many people as well.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was very interesting. I'm torn because I kind of feel it's wrong to do those type of things, but I understand their frustrations as well. I mean, before the Glaziers came in, obviously Man United were obviously like a profitable football team. They had no debt, so to speak. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? The guys have bought them using a loan, and transferred that loan debt to Man United, you know, and the fans don't like it.
No,
You know,
no,
and
I hear that, bro.
you know, it's unfortunate. One thing I would say though is I was looking at a stat the other day. I don't want to hear no Man United fans. The only thing I don't want to hear them say is that the money's not being spent, because like I was looking at I think it's a top 10 of how much money is being spent on since 2013 for Manchester United, and I think the total was 717 million. They were in second position behind Man City, who had spent 825. I think we were I think we had spent about 425 million in comparison.
Yeah.
You know, so the money's been spent. You know, I think it's a similar thing with us. The money's been spent in the wrong places. You know, because if you look at the cups, if you look at what they've won since 2013, I think we've won more cups than them. That's the joke thing. I think, you know what I'm saying? In terms of we must have won about 6 FA Cups within that time. You know, they all count. But within that time, they haven't. If you look at, all right, Man City, if they spent that type of money, but they've won the key cups. And I think Man United, because they've been so successful in the past, they want to, you know, even though they're spending the money, they want to be winning those big cups, so to speak.
That's
and
true.
They haven't been doing it. But they can't really say the money hasn't been spent. It goes back to similar to us. The money's going to be spent properly, but who do we blame for that then? Because I don't know if that's a Glazier issue.
With that, it's the owners and it's the manager you have in place. So, yeah. Like you said, Man City have always, as I said, they've had money. So even when they had the managers before, they weren't really doing it how Pep was doing it. So Pep came in and he knew what he wanted. He got the money from the owners. But with the Man United and Arsenal situation, I don't think we're getting the money from the owners. I think it's just the money we're generating.
Yeah. Yeah. These guys are not.
We can go buy 1 player or 2 players, but we can't just say, okay, we need 3 or 4 players.
Yeah. And I understand. Do you know what? But I understand that as well. Like you're right. We're not getting the money. They're not putting their own money in. But there's 2 things to this. It's a business. It is a business.
100%.
I kind of feel that, you know, any man, you tell a man he's got a business, and you tell him to put his money into the thing, you ain't really trying to do that. You're trying to make money. You're trying to not use your money, to be quite honest. Do you know what I'm saying? That's the reality. It's the harsh reality. For them, we're looking at it from a perspective that we're a fan. They're not fans, they're businessmen.
They're businessmen, exactly, 100%, exactly that. Exactly that.
So yeah, but at the same side, I think they showed their true colours. It literally is just about the money for them. We saw with the ESL, the bar, you know, that situation, and I kind of felt that, you know, they're businessmen. We're fans. They got no passion for the football clubs, and that's where our relationships kind of expired. They're not connected, you know. So we do need someone who has some love and passion for the football team, ideally. And someone listens to the fans as well. Like, no one told you to go to the, you know, ESL.
No, I think those times have changed though, man.
In terms of what? In terms of
the owners actually fans. Yeah, it's like, say like Man City, the owners probably care, but because they've got so much money, they just leave Pep and the people in the boardroom to do what they need to do to get the club where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Whereas some of these owners, they don't really care about any of that. They just care about the money coming in, rather than like, okay, we've got this structure and it's going to work.
I agree. I think in especially the Premiership's turned to, it's just about money, to be quite honest. Yeah. You know, it's the biggest
league.
But yeah, league in the world, you know. And unfortunately, it's just about the money. But I don't say, if you look at Germany, for example, you know, the fans, like for Bayern Munich, for Dortmund, for all the big clubs, they have a share of the actual football club.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why they keep talking this 50 plus 1 or whatever. And I ideally, I would like our team to be run like that, because really and truly, if the football club said, look, if every man puts in £10, yeah, and we can buy, I don't know, Cristiano Ronaldo,
it would work. It would work.
Bruv, I wouldn't even wait to the end of the month. Listen, I clear out my savings. Say, look, it's for the benefit of the club, and we're gonna do this. Yeah. You know, we would put the money towards it because we are fans and we love this team. Really.
100%.
So it could definitely work, man. Bring back David Dean, I say, to be quite honest, but I know that's not gonna happen.
That's when it was good. That's when it was good times, though, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. But times have changed, obviously. But I was seeing us. It's crazy because for the last day, I've seen a report actually saying that obviously the Kroenkes, Stan and Josh are saying, look, it's not up for sale, Arsenal Football Club. But there is rumours like in a number of the tabloids today and yesterday. I don't know if you've seen it at all, where they're saying Arsenal has been up for sale, and the asking price was 1.7 billion. Like, so yeah, you can check that out after. And I'm monitoring the situation at the moment because obviously the man said one thing, it's not for sale, but then these tabloids have come out and said Arsenal has been up for sale. And obviously we've got Daniel Ek, who is obviously explaining he's interested. However, I don't know how interested he is or if he's just trying to bring some hype around Spotify.
I think it's that. I think it's a bit of both, you know.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't come out in public if you want to do something. You just do it. You don't come out in public and like have everyone talking. Just get it quick and done over. You got the money sorted.
Yeah. I mean, he could have been testing the waters by putting himself out there. Definitely, just seeing how people would feel about that. You know, he's given a story that he was an Arsenal fan. I want to see a picture of him 10 years ago and at least one Arsenal shirt.
But with that, it's just like if you're looking from the outside in, if you didn't even like football or you want to buy Arsenal, you can say something like that, and you know the fans will be on your side straight away. It's just like I said, these lot are businessmen, so they think about all this stuff rather than thinking like a fan.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with you, man. As you say, we'll see how that story unfolds with Daniel Ek. If he really how serious he is, but also if I can't see personally that Kroenke is selling anything. Do you know what I'm saying? They seem very stubborn, similar to the Glaziers as well. They seem very stubborn. The only thing I think within NFL and NBA, the other team sports that they were in, obviously American team sports.
Yeah.
Apparently, and I'm not too sure, that obviously you don't get relegated. So there's two things. So there's no chance of them losing their money, which is why they try to do the air sale situation. But also as well, I think there's salary caps as well. Where in the Premiership or football, there's no salary caps or anything like that. So the type of money that's putting into the teams and spending and losing through obviously paying these players' salaries is astronomical in comparison to say maybe basketball or other team sports in America. Like I said, I don't know how true that is, but yeah, that's a story I've heard. So yeah, that's why they were trying to.
It varies still. It varies. I know in America, like his main sports, American football. I know they got serious money, but then again, it's different to football. Like the stadiums are much bigger. Like the money that comes in is much more than football. Yeah. So maybe you'll see. But you said he wouldn't sell. But if we don't get Champions League or Europa, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, exactly. And if that was the case, I'd rather not get it and then he just goes and then we just fix up. But I can't bother to step back anymore because I'm seeing a Newcastle match. We win that and we're in 9th position. Yeah, we haven't moved all season. All season we haven't moved.
Joking, 9th position. We're competing right now against Villa, Leeds, and potentially Everton, who are in 8th. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a poor season, man.
Oh.
And it hurts me to know how far we've gone back. And another thing I was thinking the other day is everything kind of fell apart, since we moved to Emirates and we had all this debt and everything, And I'm thinking sometimes you don't even need to move home, It's there. It might as well have stayed in your yard. I know with Highbury, I think the lease was up or something and we had to move on and they had plans to build it into flats or whatever. But, it's kind of hindered us, to be quite honest. This the whole stadium move, it hasn't really helped us. We haven't. It's helped us. Like we are a big club. I like we've got Emirates, and Emirates is sick. Don't get it twisted. But I don't know. Like obviously, when you listen to Wenger and what he was saying, and the financial constraints he's had for years, when he was, trying to say like he was managing pennies, bro. you know, and that's why we had to get rid of like our top players each time to bring in the next person, and we couldn't keep a consistent team, and we couldn't say no to Man City and things like that.
Yeah.
It's frustrating. I'm hoping now we're around the corner now, because it's been a long time since we've been. I don't want to say like 8th and 9th. What's that?
That's poor.
That's dead.
Okay. It's been a crazy season. Don't get me wrong. It's been a crazy season. But going back to the stadium thing, it was a big blow going to somewhere like that for the money. But at the same time, if you've got a good owner, things could be completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah. No, definitely. You see Man City's owner. You know, you see Chelsea's owner. Them man splash.
Yeah, they know you have to.
Yeah,
you have to. You can't get left behind.
Yeah, no, definitely. So yeah, we'll see anyway. We'll see what unfolds, but hopefully things change, because we need something to change, man. Because right now we're not looking. It's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking watching this team, bro. It's heartbreaking being in 8th, 9th position and not even really caring about the match.
No, it's just on TV.
We're struggling in Europa. It was a team that we were Champions League.
No.
Oh, mate. You know, let's move on. Let's move on to Europa now. Big match coming up. Obviously 2-1 down. I feel personally we were lucky to be 2-1 down at this current stage, to be quite honest. Because especially when we got a player sent off, it could have been 3-0. It could have been. It was going pear-shaped. I was about to turn off the TV. I'm not gonna lie. I was about to turn off the TV, big man. But can we do it? Are you confident?
Am I confident?
Yeah.
It depends.
It depends. It's taken so long. You're not confident.
It depends. It depends. One, it depends what team gets put out. What Arsenal turn up. Actually, just those two things. What team he puts out and what Arsenal turn up. I think we can do it. But the away goal helped, and it's good that Kapui got sent off, so he's not able to play.
Yeah.
But I think we can do it. But just again, it depends what Arsenal team turns up and what team he puts out.
Yeah. I mean, we go back to the comments, of course. Like a lot of people, as I was saying, were saying to play Martinelli and Aubameyang next match. Would you play those two? Would you play it? Them two, both of them.
I'll say Aubameyang because I don't think Lacazette will be back. But my only thing is, if Tierney's not able to play, you need to play Cedric or someone left back and not Xhaka.
Yeah. You're not confident with that now?
Not that I'm not confident. It's just he plays a lot better in the midfield and he offers a lot more.
Yeah.
Rather than he's slow or might get a yellow card or something on the wing. He's not a wing back.
Yeah. I mean, to be quite honest, Cedric, he's not great on the left, but I don't think he's that bad.
Nah, I'll start him.
Yeah. So, but let's go back. Martinelli, would you play him? Would you start him?
No.
Woo!
No.
I thought you were inclined to say that, right? You know, so you wouldn't know. Tell me why.
Thinking of it, no. I'm gonna go for a team, like a midfield or attack that suits, like something quick goals, like when we played Slavia Prague, something like that, where they can all interchange and they can do what they need to do quickly, kind of thing.
Yeah. No, fair enough. So is that Pepe for you then, or is
it'll either be Pepe left, Saka right,
yeah,
or Saka right, Emil Smith Rowe left.
Okay, yeah. I'm with you, and Ødegaard in the middle.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know.
Martinelli not starting still could be a good thing. Like I said, if we score a goal and it's 2-2, it still brings us. It gets us through. But imagine, okay, their right back's tired now or their left back,
Yeah,
then bring
yeah.
a Martinelli full of
Yeah,
energy.
yeah,
and
yeah. And I agree with you with that. But the thing that Arteta's got to learn is that it's not bringing him on with no 2 minutes to go, big man. And
Yeah,
say,
no,
"Look,
no,
look,
no.
mate, if we're in trouble and it's not looking good, you know, 60th minute, change it, switch it up, man. Let's change things up sooner. We got to make things happen more sharply. And I think that's one of his bad habits. He does the substitutions too slowly, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be angry if he put Martinelli. I mean, the man was man of the match against Newcastle. But yeah, if he doesn't, to be fair, Pepe had a good match the other day. You know, he got the goal as well against Villarreal. And he wasn't that bad. I think he's one of our better players on the pitch. However, you know, the rest of the team are quite poor. But
Yeah.
you know, there's no reason to really drop him, so to speak. Yeah, and like you said, that option of Emile Smith-Rowe, Ødegaard, and Saka, they bring a lot of energy themselves. But I want to see Martinelli getting more of an opportunity within this match.
No, 100%.
Coming on earlier, you know. How much pressure is there for Arteta to win this match?
None.
So you think if he loses, if we get knocked out, you don't feel that that's it? It's time to go.
No way.
Jeez,
No
have I gone too fast on that?
Yeah, no way. No way.
But bro, you got to remember, if we don't win this, we don't have no Europe. Like
I think that'll be better for us. Our team's not good enough to be playing all these competitions, and it's not big enough.
Yeah.
It's not big enough. Look, we have no, like they say, Tierney's been one of the best players this season for us. But when he doesn't play, you can see the difference. So
yeah,
our team's not big enough, and then we have the quality to be playing all these cup competitions to a good standard.
Yeah. I hear you. It'll be hurtful though, man. Do you know what it is? Like, you see with me, it's kind of like it's one of those childish ones. It's like, what will people say about you? It's one of those ones, you know where the Man United supporters like, you man even got Europe though. Who are you? Arsenal are dead.
No, but with that though, it comes back to, if we're not in Europe, the season going forward, the players will have hunger to be back into it. They will start performing well every game. They should be doing that anyway.
Yeah.
But the hunger will be there to be back where they need to be. And even if it's down to money for him to even get a bonus, like the hunger will be in every game.
Yeah.
Fighting for every game to feel like, no, we played bad last season. Let's fix it and make things right this season.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Do you think that Arteta knows his best 11?
When everyone's fit, yes.
Yeah.
When everyone's fit, yes. But when we've got like people injured, he's still trying to find out who's his best centre backs. But when everyone's fit, I think he knows.
Yeah, I think but I still. But I rate I don't think he rates I think he needs to show me something. It's Martinelli for me, by that.
No, but look, you see with that, yeah. Sorry to hold you, but you see with that, the same thing with Chambers.
Yeah.
Chambers was back for how long? He wasn't even on the bench in a lot of games. Then he randomly starts playing right back, and now it's like it's his position now.
Yeah, but Chambers ain't Martinelli for me, though. I think that boy is a special talent.
No, 100%. But you gotta wait. Like,
yeah,
it's different with Emile Smith-Rowe because Emile Smith-Rowe kind of got forced into playing that Chelsea game.
Yeah.
But like with Saka, they just have to trust the process. He's playing left back. But now he's starting on where he wants to play, preferred position. I think you just got to give him time. He's still young. You got to give someone time, man.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, going back to the question, Arteta. Obviously, you're a man who trusts a process. Yeah, like do you know what? I wouldn't get rid of him because if we get rid of him, who are you going to get there? That was going to be my question. Who would you replace him with?
No one.
And exactly, I can't see anyone right now. Obviously, there will be someone, but you know, I believe he's learning on the job. I don't think he knows. You know, I think he's still learning. But I think he will get there.
Yeah,
I do have faith in him getting there.
Like at times you see his effect on the team at times.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's consistent with it.
Yeah, like I know some Arsenal fans are like, "I'll tear it out," blah blah blah. But who'd you get in? And at the same time, we've had Wenger we've been spot. We have Wenger for so long.
Yeah.
And at the same time, we're not a team with an owner like Man City or Chelsea where we can get any manager and just give him money and it'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you. I mean, do you know? To be fair, I mean, at the beginning of the season, we were saying shows because of PE teacher. Now, man's potentially he's in Europa final and he's got to the Champions League. He's finished second, you know. So,
yeah.
And I think Arteta's, I rate him more highly than Solskjaer, if I'm honest with you. Do you know what I'm saying? It's even with Klopp as well. When Klopp, for the first few seasons, he was finishing like 5th, 6th. Do you know what I'm saying?
And he lost Europa. He lost Europa League as well.
There you go. You know, and then now, well, I was gonna say, look at them now. They're a joke now, to be quite honest. you get my drift. Like,
yeah, no. You know, but like I said, it's the process. You got to give someone time and money as well, and then just trust the process. It will happen.
Big man, I don't have time. No, I'm joking. Yeah, no, I hear you, and I will give him time. The only thing I don't agree with you, I don't think he knows our best 11. I think he's still learning the team, and sometimes I think obviously it seems like the fans know the team better than him, so to speak. But he works with him day in, day out. I still do think you've got to be right. You've got to give for next season. I want to see Martinelli having more of a role.
No, I think he will 100%.
You know, we can't have another season of him talking like, yeah, he loves the guy, but then like gives him like 2 minutes here and there. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I get you, but let me back him up again. Yeah. Also, Mane, they said he came back in December from a big injury.
Who?
He said he came back in December. He came back from out for a while from a big injury. But I think with him, how he plays, he's still not like there yet in terms of the physical side of the Prem, the physical demands. So maybe you still want nothing to really happen like that again, I guess.
Yeah. I think the physical, and I think as well, like even at the end of the match, like he seems a bit lightweight with like, he may get injured very quickly. I don't think Arteta wants to overuse him, so to speak. So yeah, we'll see. It was very interesting that you did say, you know, straight away you kind of said, nah, don't get rid of Arteta. Yeah, I don't know if he's your friend or something, or you know something, I don't know. But that was interesting. But I would keep him as well, to be fair. He's got listen, he needs to get us to this final though, man. I can't
but at the same time, like I always say, sometimes the manager, they do what's needed of them. They put out the right team or the team they think is right. At the end of the day, it's down to the players to actually show and do what they want. And it shouldn't be coming down to they're not doing well in the first half, so he has to go in at halftime and talk to them and say, fix up. Like the players should know from the start what they need to do and how to do it.
Yeah.
So it's not just the manager still.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Now, them players have, sometimes they definitely got to step up for him. Sometimes I don't know if we're unlucky or if we're just messing about. Yeah, like we're taking a bit, mate. Arsenal's the only team that can beat themselves, mate. That's one of the only teams I see that they actually play against themselves. You know,
it's true.
To go left, they'll go right.
It's true.
Yeah. So we'll see. What's the score on Thursday, big man? We're ended there. What's the score on Thursday?
2-1 to us.
2-1 to us, yeah. Whew. So they're gonna okay. I think I'm going for 3-1 to us.
3-1.
Yeah. I think that will. But then if I'm thinking actually, because
we just need 1 goal to go through.
Huh?
We just need to win 1-0 to go through. By the way.
But you know, if it's 3-1 to us, what does that make on accurate then?
4-3.
To us, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we can do it. But we can't, if we need 1 goal, we can't just get a 1 goal. We know.
No, I know. I know.
You know what I'm saying? We're not the team that can do that.
But for us to score 3 goals, we need like 50 chances.
I think we're going to start. I think we're going to start from the front foot. I think we're going to, like Slavia Prague, I think we're going to start from the front foot and we're going to go for it. So you get me? I want to see Pepe put up that story again. Really, when he puts up that story, I know he means business. That's what I want to see. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they come through. But Oda, if it was 2-1 though, that your result, who goes through then, big man?
Oh yeah.
So, do you get me?
Go to extra time and go to extra time. So it has to be 3-1 or 2-0.
You think Arsenal can win 2-0, big man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, yeah, it depends what Arsenal turn up. There's sometimes Arsenal, we look like no team scoring against us, so we can score against any team. There's times where we'll score own goal ourselves just to make things harder for us.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, us not conceding, I don't know, mate. I don't know about that. But we'll go through. We'll make it hard. I think that last 5 minutes are going to be nail-biting.
We always do that though, man.
Yeah. But I want to get to this final, man. Yeah. I'll tell you what, yeah. If we
do what?
Yeah, listen, I'll tell you if we get to that final, yeah, this is probably going to get clipped one day. But if we get to that final, I'll bust up Man United, yeah? And I'm ready for these Man United supporters, you know?
But listen, yeah, if we do the most to get through Thursday and we get to the final and don't turn up, I think...
Bruv, we can't get to the final again and not turn up. I don't want to see none of that. You know, we have to turn up. And to be fair, we've been good against Man United in the last couple of games. Yeah. And, you know, we've got to win it. We've got to beat in Solskjaer. But yeah, like you said, yeah, we definitely need to turn up. And this is they're through. So if we mean business, we know that we got to do something within that match, you know. But
it's true. Let me slow down. The same thing happened at the Chelsea game.
Real talk.
It's like, you know what you need to do, and you know you need this more than them. So why not do what you have to? Why not show hunger and fight and just
imagine?
Innit?
Imagine. Because this is Arsenal, mate. This is Arsenal. You know what? Well, we'll see. We'll see anyway. But listen, Maddox Jr., it's been a pleasure talking football.
Thank you, man.
With you today. We're going to do this again sometime soon.
Of course.
Hopefully Thursday we get that result. That we need. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed today, please share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Until next time, people, peace.